Yeah, no, it's wild, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's gotten a little better, but it's just people still out here, out and about, still trying to, you know, uh, go to restaurants and still be around each other. It's like, everybody wants to go back to, the way things were, and it just kind of can't at the moment. And I think people don't understand that fully. I mean, for the most part, it definitely forced my hand to be a little bit more creative. So I had to set up like an in-house recording studio, so to speak, like a little setup in the crib, just so that I could lay down, my music and just kind of still put out my ideas and create just different tracks and whatever the case may be. But I think more so even on a financial tip, because I know there's a lot of people out here that are struggling financially, which is unfortunate. It just made me be a little bit more creative in that standpoint too. I'm not ashamed to like kind of go out there and get to it, and figure out different ways to get money and try to like just work my way in and just maintain. It's tough out here right now, and I know it. And I think what a lot of people need to do is just kind of like tuck their pride a little bit and kind of like get to it. I feel like it's becoming a prideful thing now. They're like, no, I'm like, if I was really down and out, I'll go work at McDonald's. Like, I don't care. I'll go get to the bag. You're not gonna tell me I'd rather just be broke just to say I'm not working at McDonald's. Nah, man. Like, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go figure it out. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So. And there's always, ways to like come back from, if, any little fuck ups that you may have had, but that's not, it does, even if so, like there's always going to be time for you to redeem yourself and figure it out. Like people think it's the end of the world because, they might have not did it right the first time, like you said. So it's like, dude, there's always gonna, what it is. I've come to terms with understanding that not everybody does have that hustler's mentality. So, you can't expect people to just be on it like that and just be, willing to really grind on that level to maintain. Some people are content, sadly, with whatever it is that they got going on, whether it's a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be. They're content with that. Like, and especially in these times, like you need at least 2 to 3 streams of income. Like it's tough, but you got to figure it out. You can't survive only on one stream of income. There's no way in hell. I'm sorry. Like, it just doesn't make sense, especially in these times, man. So you just got to figure it out, man, and just get creative and think about, like, I was having this conversation the other day with my brother. Like, when I was younger, my uncle gave me some money for, like, my birthday. And, I could have went and, bought clothes and materialistic things, but at that time, I was around a lot of people who were really like hustling and getting to it. And I said, why not? Fuck it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this money. I bought like a lot of, like, I'm talking about 10, 15 cases of water. And I went and I sold the water and I flipped the money. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I was like 12, 13 years old with this mentality. You know what I mean? So, like, it's like I said, it's a pride thing. People want to feel like they already, they on, or they get into it, and they don't want to look a certain way. So it's just like, it's a perception thing. You know what I mean? I think it definitely forced my pen to start like doing different things and thinking outside of the box. Like, there's a lot of things that about me as an artist that I feel like are within my repertoire that people don't know. Or at least in my arsenal of just like whatever I bring to the table creatively. Like, a lot of people don't know that I could sing as well, and that I've written songs for other artists and things of that nature. So I'm like, you know what? I know how to, put together like a melody and really like engage, in that aspect of the creative, side of, when it comes to making music. I didn't do it in the past because I was kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little shy about it. I was like, I don't know if I really want to like go this route because I don't know how the people are gonna take it. So I guess I just, kind of always threw it to the back. But a lot of people, now with like, people in my corner, they're like, yo, maybe you should try it. And I started doing it lately, and I started seeing like different results. And I'm like, nah, man, like maybe I should. You know, it's like one of those trial and error things, you know, you try to just like start doing different things and seeing what comes from it. So I guess like that was one thing. And also just, you know, kind of figuring out what I really wanted to bring to the table and how I wanted to present myself to the world and to the people. Like I'm not only this, you know, this figure that people think I am, you know, like I you know, there's more depth to me as a human being. And I feel like I hadn't included that in my music at one point. Like I was just including like just my story and, you know, a lot of, you know, the hardships I might have went through and, you know, the things that I might have gone through that kind of shaped and molded me into the person I am today. But I never really went into detail and kind of like gave my life to the people on a more detailed, you know, in a more detailed way. You know, that's just kind of talking about certain like instances or scenarios or situations that may have occurred in my life. So I kind of started talking more about those things in my life and things that are actually going on. And, you know, like you said, like it's kind of been dark times for most people. And, you know, God, you know, thank God it hasn't hit me or my family that bad where, you know, a lot of people are losing their homes. A lot of people are losing, you know, their jobs. There's a lot of different things that were occurring. And thank God, by the blessing of God, I didn't really get to experience that. And I hope I don't. And a lot of those people who are, I mean, I hope they, you know, come back from that and are able to come back stronger, you know?